I get this a lot, and I'll give you an example. We're at a location and someone was seeing something outside of the building. They were seeing like almost like a shadow figure going across the wall or going across the window, and he was so excited about it. I was so excited, and another member of the team just said, "You're crazy, you're just seeing things, nothing really happened." I think there's a line between being a skeptic and attacking someone's beliefs and attacking someone's personal experiences. So this is Paranormal 201. This is how to grow your paranormal adventure. And today's topic is making sure that you respect other people's beliefs. If you don't believe in orbs, but someone else does and is really getting jazzed up about some photos, if it really is dust or bugs, you can bring it up. But I mean, if they're very adamant about it, or like the orb makes a certain face, or you believe in pareidolia or not, sometimes you just gotta let them have it. You just gotta let them really enjoy the paranormal field. To be honest with you, and the only situation, like if you think they're faking it, that's an issue. Or if you're gonna present it in a presentation to like a library or people, then you might need to say, hey, look, this evidence might not be as concrete as possible. But for someone who has a paranormal personal experience, you want to make sure that you just pat them on the back and you say it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You're always going to have that story that you can tell everywhere you go, around campfires, and that's really cool. Or, if they like to use dowsing rods and you don't necessarily believe in dowsing rods, you need to let them have it. You need to let it, just say you might not be able to use that in, like a big presentation if the majority of your group doesn't believe in dowsing rods. But I mean, there are a lot of valid points to anything in the paranormal, and as long as they're enjoying it and they're having fun, that's what matters. I mean, we're a community where we don't spread hate. I mean, a lot of our community is skeptics. And it's nice and refreshing to hear that this might be this, so we can debunk it. But and there's nothing wrong with debunking. But with this topic of Paranormal 201, I guess really teaching people how to grow their group, you want to make sure that you can be skeptical and you can debunk without attacking people's beliefs. So let's just say 80% of your group didn't believe in dowsing rods. They thought it was controlled by water or something and not spirits. And 20% of your group did. Okay? Then just don't, because it's 80% of your group doesn't believe in it, then just don't show it during presentations. But still allow them to use the dowsing rods and still experience all the paranormal that they can. And even let some of the skeptics hold the dowsing rods, get involved in it and everything. And, you can have these experiences, and, maybe even some skeptics of dowsing rods turn into believers after they hold it. You never know. But you want to make sure with your group that you're giving all of your members the best experience they can possible. Unless you're dealing with Ouija boards, then you just can't do those whatsoever. I'm kidding, but for our group, we have a rule where we don't use Ouija boards. Not that they do or don't work, there's a risk associated with them. But like I said, so this is the biggest example. We were in like the first floor, and someone did see something on the walls of the window, and they came back and they were excited. Brian, nothing ever happens to me. I was seeing this. This is so cool. And literally, I'm congratulating them. This is amazing. You're always going to have this experience. This is awesome. And someone in my team at the time came up and just said, you're just seeing stuff. It's just paranoia. There's nothing there. That's not what paranormal research is about. He did not have a video camera. He did not have anything except his eyes. So we're not going to be able to see what he saw. And you're just discrediting his amazing experience. Of 35 investigations, I've had a lot of investigations where there's duds, where not a lot happens. If someone has a personal experience and is jazzed up about it, I'm going to high-five them and say this is a memory and an experience you're never ever going to forget, and that you can share during campfires, and you're going to love this experience. I'm not going to tear these people down. This community is not founded on hatred. And again, I'm fine with adding a counterpoint. I'm fine with trying to debunk and being skeptical. But there's lines. You don't just absolutely say, absolutely wrong, absolutely wrong. It's just not the way we do it. And I bring this to you today because, when you're trying to grow your group, a lot of people are closed-minded. They don't want to try new techniques. They don't want to try this. They don't want to try that. They think that they deal in absolutes. And tearing people down and being hyper skeptical to the point where, you're crushing people's experiences is not very good. And I don't think anyone really needs that. I know groups that are highly skeptical that debunk and really rip apart everything. And, their goal is to try and show the scientific community that the paranormal exists. And that's great. That's great. That's great. But I think for the average group, you're not only there to try and find paranormal evidence, you're there to make sure that your team has a great time. And if your team is leaving and not having a great time and always feeling shut down and, hate towards people, you're failing as a group. You're failing as a group. I don't think it matters if one piece of your evidence is scrutinized more on the internet, but you believe it and you have a good time and your members had a blast. I care more about my members than people online. And I care more about my members' experiences than trying to be right and trying to always crazy debunk. And of course there's lines. There are lines, but you can debunk, you can be skeptical, you can do all this stuff. But to deal in absolutes and just say, people, if you absolutely saw something, you're absolutely wrong, just get it out of your head, there's nothing there. You can't do that. You can't do that. So, Paranormal 201, I'm bringing you this today because I want to make sure that people understand that this is a very passionate community, the paranormal community. We're always looking for cool evidence. We're always looking to experience what other people experience. This is an amazing field. Don't be the group when you're trying to grow. Don't be the group that's shutting down people, that's spreading hatred, that's doing that stuff. Okay? Appreciating other people's personal experiences and making sure you don't tear them down. That was the topic for Paranormal 201 this Wednesday. I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic week. And listen, this is far and few between. It might not even be you. But the reason I bring this up, when you grow your group, you are going to potentially get new people, and they might not hold the same values as you, and they might be fine, but one investigation, they might start doing this. And you need to be aware of this, that this could be an issue, and for the best part of your group, and for all of your members, you need to be making sure that you take care of them. All right, everyone. There's my rant for this Wednesday. It's Paranormal 201. We're coming at you. Have a fantastic week.